Oh my gosh, travelers, guess where we're going? We're back in Vegas, baby. Okay, so this is part two to last week's episode, and we were talking about three important landmarks that you have to do when you're in Vegas. What makes me an expert on this as your travel content creator? I lived in Vegas for forever. You guys will see me sharing more and more clips of the time when I lived there. But right now, I would like to just give you guys some information. So I hope you're taking some notes while you're packing, you're getting ready for Vegas, you're excited, you're trying to figure out what are you going to do while you're there. These are three fun, amazing, most popular things that you have to do, and this is part two because we talked about three important popular things last time too, but these are just as great. So here we go. Okay, so most people stay on the Las Vegas Strip when they go to Las Vegas. They stay in one of the resort hotels that's on the Strip, somewhere in between the Tropicana, Excalibur, Mandalay Bay, somewhere in there, all the way through where Circus is. And there's lots of resorts in between. Now, some people decide to stay in like Old Vegas, which is called Fremont Street. But most people decide, no, that's Old Vegas. I want to do something new nowadays. So most people will just stay on the Strip. And when you stay on the Strip, there's a landmark that is still free. Thank goodness, because everything else that's free has been leaving slowly but surely. There are a couple of things that are still free, and I mentioned on my part one, so go back and watch that. But right now we're talking about part two. So, the landmark that you need to visit while you're on the Strip is definitely the fountains. Oh my goodness, there's the Bellagio fountains. They're the fountains at the Bellagio, and they are amazing. They're dancing waterfall, like water fountains, okay? So, you know how like you see like these water fountains in front of malls or like at a park or something like that, where it's just like one little spigot and it goes like, or it just goes up and it's got a lot of water coming out. Think of that times like lots, okay? And it's just like going all the way down. They've got like these dancing waterfalls, and it's so incredibly amazing. I keep calling them waterfalls, but it's water fountains, not falls. So it's fountains. And I'm just excited because you have to do it. You have to see it. Like I said, it's free. You do it at night. They used to have it where these fountains would be also on during the day. It's quite hot during the day, and so I guess that's why they don't have it during the day as much as like they used to. So now it's just like a night thing. Lots of people gather, so you want to make sure that if you have like I like personal belongings, whatever, that you like, strap it around your body or adhere it to your body like in front so that you can pay attention to your belongings and that nobody like snatches your stuff. I've never had a problem, and I lived on the Strip. So, but you always want to be careful and safety first, okay? So, it's a free show, it's at night, and they run it every 15 minutes, literally starting when the sun goes down. So, like, every 15 minutes, you can't miss the show. And it's not just like, dancing fountains where they're like, but they also, oh, you guys, I also have a short. I have one of my shorts where in my short videos in the playlist, I have it under travel content creation, and I have a Bellagio video in there for my shorts. So check out my shorts too. Check out my travel content creation playlist for the shorts. This one is for the planning side, so that's why we do a lot of planning on this part, long form. But then on my shorts, I have more of like my portfolio and things that I've captured during my travels. You know what I mean? So it's like activities, food, shopping, the mall, hangouts, like all kind of excursions, you name it. I got it in there in my travel blogs. Oh my gosh, my travel blogs. I have those too. But I have it in my travel content creation playlist. So yeah, it's on every 15 minutes, and they play music with it. So it's like contemporary music. They also have classic music. And it's songs that you know too. Like they have Michael Jackson songs, they have the Beatles. Like it is so much fun. And like I said, it's free, so It may also cool you off a little bit too, which is refreshing because Vegas can be quite hot even in October. And of course, in this video, we're talking about 3 amazing things that you need to experience when it's October in Las Vegas. Seafood Tower at Joe's Seafood Prime Steak and Stone Crab. Now that's a restaurant name right there if I ever heard one. You guys, this place has an impressive dish that typically includes a selection of fresh, you heard that right, fresh oysters, lobsters, king crab, shrimp, and clams, all elegantly presented on ice. I always wonder why they called it a king crab. Like, what makes this crab different from another crab? It must be a big old crab. Oh my goodness. Like I said, the seafood is incredibly fresh, and it often is sourced directly from top suppliers, offering a luxurious and indulgent experience. So you guys, when you know how it is in Vegas, like they get their stuff from like the best places ever that they can find because they want you to have the best. Joe's is famous for its stone crab claws, so they're famous for those, and you pair those with the seafood tower. So you get this tower full of seafood. It makes for a quintessential Las Vegas seafood feast. Oh my gosh, you guys, is my hair in the frame? I hope so. We're moving on to the third thing that you must do in Las Vegas. So seriously, I really do hope my hair is in the frame. Anywho, the third thing that you must do on your trip, because I'm sure you're going to be taking several trips there, so you'll get to do these things over time. I pretty much did them like every week when I lived there. I was a tourist, you guys. Like I told you, I live like a tourist and I travel like a local. That's how I do. So like when I travel, I want to do what the locals do. And when I live, I want to do what the tourists do. I don't know, something about it. Something about the lifestyle. It's always been my lifestyle. Nobody ever told me to do it. Nobody ever taught me to do it. I've been lately hearing other people use my catchphrase, and I'm wondering, do they know me? Have they been watching my videos low-key somehow, somewhere? They know me from somewhere back in the day when I lived in Vegas and I traveled? I don't know. But it's interesting how I've been seeing that catchphrase on other people's lips, and I'm like, how do they know to say that? So, getting into this third thing that you must do, it's called the high roller at the lake, and it is a Ferris wheel. So, it's the high roller Ferris wheel. It's at the lake promenade. So, it's this huge promenade filled with restaurants, and there's like places where you can go play like arcade games, and there's all kinds of fun stuff over there. There's music. Oh my gosh, they even have this place where you can go Latin dancing, like upstairs. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I've been there with my friends. So much fun. And so, yeah, so then the high roller, you are on this huge observation wheel. I call it a Ferris wheel. They call it an observation wheel. Probably because you can observe so much when you're on this wheel. It's like very, very tall. I'll give you guys some specs here in just a minute, but it is amazing, especially at sunset, because as you know, the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. So with Las Vegas being more on the west coast, we get some amazing sunsets. And so when you're on that Ferris wheel, you can really, really, really see over the city, and you can see those sunsets over the mountains pretty nicely. And once the sun is down, it makes for some beautiful views over the Las Vegas Strip, because now you can see all the lights on at the resorts and the hotels. Oh my gosh, you guys, I miss Vegas so much. I hope that while you're planning for this trip, you will definitely check out this Ferris wheel, but I still got a few more things to tell you about it. The way that you're going to be riding the high roller Ferris wheel, the observation wheel, is through a pod. They have these pods, POD, and there are 28 of them. So it's, like I said, it's a pretty big wheel. A big wheel, yes, it is. And each pod holds 40 people. That's a lot of people if it were to fill up each pod, like each 28 pods with 40 people. Woo-hoo! You do the math. That is a lot of people on this Ferris wheel at one time if it was all full at the exact same time. Now, it takes 30 minutes for the wheel to go around, so it's not some fast roller coaster ride. It's not a water slide. There's no water around in the desert except for at the Bellagio fountains. And and at the O show, which is at Caesar's Palace. So, Caesar's? No, it's at the Bellagio. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's at the Bellagio, not Caesar's. So they're right next to each other, so don't get them like confused. But no, it's at the Bellagio, the O show, the other water show in town. So yeah, and the O show is a Cirque du Soleil show. We'll talk about them another time, guys. I'm getting completely off track here. But yeah, so the Ferris wheel, it takes like 30 minutes to get around. It takes forever because it wants you to like observe all of the city while you're up there and enjoy. They also have like a place where you can grab a quick beverage on your way up if that's your jam, and just enjoy the Ferris wheel itself. Fun fact, before the Ferris wheel was ever built, they had to do advertisement for it, and I am on the ticket stub. So when you go and purchase your ticket for the high roller, be sure to look at the stub because I'm on there and I'm wearing a shirt that's like similar to this one except it's yellow, and wardrobe had it for me to wear that day with like this cute little black skirt, and then I wore my own heels. But I will try to insert a couple of pictures of that so you guys can see it. That was such a fun experience for me, and I highly recommend the high roller, especially for tourists who like to do like outdoorsy stuff. And it's not that bad at night in Vegas. Like if you do, you want to check it out at night anyways, because that's when the views are going to be even more amazing than during the day. So just go out there when the sun is setting, and then you'll end up, staying until like the lights come on over the resorts. You guys have fun on your Las Vegas trip, and if you decide to do any of the things that I've mentioned in either part 1 or part 2 for landmarks, attractions, things that you need to do in Las Vegas in the month of October, and pretty much any month, but we're focusing on October right now, make sure that you tell me in the comments because I want to hear how your trip went, and if you made a video of it, link your video. I will allow you to link your video because I want to see it. Okay, your content creator is definitely curious. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Lights, camera, action, baby, strike a pose. Phones and cameras out, just watch it all unfold. We're the stars of the show, ain't no need for filters. Living life through the lens, capturing our breath. Put away your phones and cameras, let the good times roll. Our content creators got it all under control. From weddings to events, parties, travel and brands, we're living the paparazzi life. It's all in our hands. Lights, camera, action, we're ready to go. We're professionals, don't you already know? From TikTok to Instagram, we're taking the lead.